Did you know that according to Men's Health, some 44% of men struggle with anxiety in the workplace? Now, I've seen this for myself and I've experienced it from time to time. Now, this is a quite alarming figure. And why is it important to mention? This is a time whereby we are trying to open up the debate around mental health and how it affects us and our colleagues around us, and family members included. That anxiety can be triggered by many things, but typically it feels like this: palpitations, clammy hands, thoughts of impending doom, increased heart rate, fidgety behavior, lack of oxygen going around the body makes you feel like you can't breathe. All of these typically are signs that you might be having or going through a bout of anxiety. There are many reasons, many things that can cause you to feel anxiety at work. The pressures to perform, the pressures to be maybe an alpha male in and around the workplace. It could be your home life. Take a look at your diet. It could be too much caffeine that you're taking. There are a multitude of reasons why a person can feel like they're anxious at work. But what can you do if you're experiencing some of these symptoms? And say you're in a boardroom meeting or an interview, a high pressured meeting. First thing is to try to regain control. And you could do that by concentrating on your breathing. Have you ever noticed someone else's breathing around you? This is a very hard thing to observe because it is a subtle thing. You can't actually really see unless you go up to somebody and really closely observe. When you're going through anxiety, you might feel like your chest is raising up and down in a very alarming state. But if you concentrate on your breathing, take deep breaths, conscious breaths in through the nose, then out through the mouth. It's hard to do on this video, but basically what I want you to do is gain control of your physiology. Gain control of your breathing. In through the nose for about 3 seconds, then out through the mouth. As you're practicing these techniques, you might look like it's obvious that you're doing this, but I can assure you, if you start practicing taking conscious breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, 3 repetitions, you're allowing more oxygen to get into your system and circulate, and you will start feeling better about yourself. The more you practice, the more discreet you'll be able to do it. Remember, according to Men's Health, some 44% of men will be suffering anxiety. There might be somebody in the room with you as you are experiencing this yourself that are going through this same phenomena. I like to recall events in my past where everything was good. I call that my safe place. And it's normally at a time when I was about 6 or 7 years of age. And I remember playing in the back garden with my sisters. That memory really, really makes me remember the innocent me, the me that was full of wonder. And I always end up smiling to myself. So that smiling itself helps to relieve some of the anxiety. Positive affirmations also work a treat. I have them myself and I've collected them over the years, and I have them at the fore of my mind anytime I feel like I'm being anxious, okay? And they're dotted around my house. Anyone who's been to my house, you see them dotted around my house. They're in my diary. They always, for me, help, okay? They always help me because they're hand-picked affirmations. They're not just any old random words of encouragement. No, there's some of them I've crafted myself. Okay, so these things can actually help you in those situations. And what I like to do as well, if I'm going to a big meeting beforehand, I tend to go to the toilet and I'll be in front of the mirror. I'll be saying these affirmations. I'll be saying them to myself. Okay, I'll be stretching. Okay, doing my stretches, star jumps, all of those things. Okay, those things allow me to break the cycle of thoughts that are going in my head of pending doom. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to break that cycle, because when you're anxious, you're worried and you're anxious about being anxious. And even if you're so used to anxiety, when you don't have anxiety, you're anxious that you're not having anxiety, and that triggers more anxiety. Okay, so you'll be thinking, I feel odd. Anxiety is good. It drives your adrenaline, it gets you pumped up. It allows you to think clearly if it doesn't suffocate you. The trick is to recognize that you're going through it and having these coping strategies to help you. I'm a big believer that talking is the best therapy. So in your work environment, please seek out somebody that you can confide in. Hopefully it's your manager. Have that conversation in terms of how you feel and explore the root cause, so that if there are things that you need to help you, such as going to the gym at lunchtime, get those endorphins pumping, that really helps as well. But also consider how long it takes for you, if you're going on your lunch break, to get changed, get your diet right, exercise, all of that, and get back into work mode. So sometimes it's better to do that before you even go to work, so your endorphins are there for you, okay, pump on keeping you going, pumped up during the day. You're not alone, guys. Anyone out there who's got any tips that can help men or women, anyone that's going through anxiety at work, please leave your comments on this feed and share it to the world, because again, anxiety is something that we all experience from time to time, and a little help, a little encouragement goes a long way. All is one, people. Have a positive, inspiring week. I'm out.
You are so much more. MicDropClub.com. Make life